We are here looking for 2 wild ducks. They're just kind of roaming around the lake. There's a lot of fishermen. Well, you get one of these docks floating out there, that'll rip a boat apart real quick. So step 1, I spot them from the air, mark them, and then we'll head out in the boat and get them to shore. Couple of docks cut loose from the shoreline here from different people's properties, and they're big. They're like 30 by 60 is what we've heard, somewhere in there. One is kind of half submerged, so it's really hard to see. So step 1, find them. Step 2, get them to the shore. That's the overall plan. So we're just getting the camera rigged up on the tail of the Dolphin right now so that we can fly out, figure out exactly where they're at, spot them from the air, mark them, and then we'll head out in the boat and get them to shore.
Alright, so by the Boy Scout camp, you think? Yeah, they said there's one north of the Boy Scout. This ice wasn't here yesterday. Oh, really? Hope it's not frozen in the ice. Yeah. The one that's in the middle, that's the one they said it's about half submerged and they almost running into it. In the middle of the lake? Somewhere out in the middle. Can you imagine hooking across the lake, going fishing, and hitting a boat ramp? I just got a coordinate. Oh, heck, it's on the other side. Where's that pin drop over here? Yeah, it's right behind that boat, directly behind that. You'll see like a rock wall. That's like the Boy Scout. There's a huge Boy Scout camp over here. Is that it right there? Oh, yeah. Is that it? That's something. That's one of them. That's a baby. Good eye, Ben. Yeah. You got that? Nice. Yeah. Alright. Man, 30 by 60 looks a lot smaller from the sky. It does. That's pretty big though, huh? That is pretty big. So we just found the first dock clear on the other side of the lake. So I'm going to grab my Onyx when I'm not flying here, and we're just going to mark that location so we know exactly where it is.
Okay, so we took a quick flight, found one of the docks, one of the smaller ones. You guys got to realize that, like I said, boats are cruising across this all the time, day and night. And it's a lake that doesn't have any obstacles or sandbars or anything, so people are used to just cruising across. Well, you get one of these docks floating out there, that'll rip a boat apart real quick. So we're gonna go grab the one that we just found. We're gonna let the fog clear out a little bit because we can't fly through that. So once that clears up, then we'll fly to the north end of the lake and see if we can find the other one. It's good. We'll go get that one and then see what happens from there. All right, we are grabbing the rollback tow truck, which I actually just bought, and I'll explain that to you guys in another video. Long story short, Brian has a big towing business called Atlas Towing up here in Bear Lake, and he was ready to slow down a little bit. So we bought it from him, and we now own this whole territory. And like I said, I'm gonna do a completely separate video to show you guys that whole process. I actually wanna show you kind of like from start to finish what it's like to buy a business and see if we can make it successful. But in the meantime, we're gonna drive this over the other side of the lake rather than taking the boat over there, because this boat does not have a huge engine. It's only like 115 horse. So you get a lot of people in there, and then you start towing a dock, she runs out of power real quick. So since it's already on the shore, we're just gonna drive over there, pull it on the bed, let the fog clear up, and then go find the other ones. Dock is right down there on the shoreline, and unfortunately there's no good place to grab it from up here on the road. So I was hoping we could just kind of drag it from here, from the shoulder, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we got to get on the boat, which Brian and those guys are putting the boat in the water right now. So we'll go grab that, drag it over to the boat ramp, and then load it up on the boat ramp. That way we won't damage the shoulder, or the guardrail, or the dock, or the boat. Sometimes you gotta slow down to get things done faster. That's one thing I've learned. rush into something and start going. And if it's not the right plan, you'll end up spending way more time than you need to trying to get a project done. So that's one thing I've done over the past few years is I've learned to slow down a little bit, assess the situation, and then jump into action. And then we can, you know, move real fast once we have a solid plan. But that's probably been one of the hardest things that we've had to learn as far as teamwork and working together as a group is everybody's so excited to do the job that they kind of just start breaking out and doing their own thing. And then when you need somebody or a tool or something and they're out doing something else, it just gets a little frustrating. So
what did you say? Said he's bringing wakeboards, and he said I left them in my other pants. Silly goose.
no, we'll just
Drag it behind him.
tie it on right here and then flip around.
We tried to land on this.
He was sitting on it.
I'm gonna jump over there. Help hand.
Oh man, we almost sunk.
Got something hooked to this,
Yeah. Sorry, little guy. Can't park here. You're gonna create a little bit of drag.
All right, so we're hooked up to the little dock now. We've got roughly a mile back to the truck. So we're gonna play a little game. I want you guys to drop your guess in the comments below how long it's gonna take us to tow from here back to the tow truck. Remember, it's just a little over a mile and this boat has 115 horse. I'm not gonna tell you what the speed is, but it's not fast. My guess is 17 minutes. We're gonna start the timer right now. Stopwatch ready, set, go.
You're gonna go under. That might be harder on the old girl. It goes under. Create more suspense that way.
I need to get it closer to have it pull up.
Got it. Propeller's creating thrust that will force the water underneath and keep the dock up. Science. It's still going under, so I guess I wasn't very good at science.
Proving a great point.
There goes my science degree. Putting it back where we found it.
Plan C.
Not because of the motor. It went underwater?
It literally like dipped. I was like, oh crap. I thought it was gone. Dave saw it happen.
I heard the sound of propellers hitting water. I went zip like this, and the drone was skipping across the water, getting really cool shots. Really cool shots.
It was on sport mode. I turned the sensors off. All part of my theory of why we do that, you know? The last drone I crashed, the big drone, was the helicopter came in and just washed it into the tree. The other one was they take the sensors off and then I just hit a tree with it. So that was my fault, but I couldn't turn the sensors back on. I didn't know how.
How much time do you think that took?
32 minutes.
32? What would you say?
Can I see the timestamp on your camera real fast? 33 minutes.
We were going
going so fast. I don't know.
Going so fast.
Maybe 18 minutes.
What's the old timer say?
I think it was like 25 minutes. 27 minutes and 45 seconds. 10 minutes longer than I expected, but I didn't go over.
That was 30 minutes?
Hey, the dock walk.
Did you dock the dock?
I've docked the dock. But now we've taken the dock off the dock and we're walking the dock.
How much dock could a dock?
If a dock could dock docks,
If a dock could dock
do
docks.
you trust the dock?
Shoveling the truck.
That's got to be some snow down the shoes.
No, there's none. Zero.
What are you doing, Diesel?
Clearing a path. Someone's got to be here to open the gates.
Heads up, Diesel.
He?
We're only this close to my hand.
Yeah.
Pulling the gate back.
Nice. Deeper forward, Captain.
Never lift!
Just like that. You now own a dock. This is your dock and you want it back. Send us an email, info@HeavyDSparks.com. Or find Brian in Garden City, Atlas Towing. This is your dock. Yeah. Listen, look at this. It's always that way. Hi-ho, sailor! I'll probably leave the park brake on, just for fun.
Who needs a snowblower?
Snowblower.
Takes all the fun out of it.
What were you doing down there?
I just wanted to check the specs on the rotary girder, make sure they were good before we hit the road. Don't want hands have a problem with the rotary girder. That'd be bad.